bit about both the sides. So the first side I want to talk about is querying, and some of the differences that exist here in this model as opposed to a write model. The first big difference is that it's got a very different perspective of what the data is. When we talk about the write side is modeling transactional boundaries and invariance. Does everybody understand why that is? When we talk about an aggregate and the consistency boundary of an aggregate, we are talking about the intersection of use cases and invariance. That's what the domain is really interested in modeling. When we talk about the read side, or the querying, they're generally interested in what screens look like. Now, if you're building a good, usable system, do your screens look anything like your transactional invariance? Well, they might, but these are two completely disjoint concepts. More often than not, our screens look nothing like our aggregates. This is why a lot of those things that will try to build you your UI from your domain model will fail. Because they make an assumption that your UI looks like your domain model, which isn't necessarily true, unless you're building out an anemic CRUD app. If you're building out a CRUD app, then yes, it's true. If you're building out a usable app with, let's say, a task-based UI, and you spent a lot of time with UI designers walking people through processes, then it's probably not going to look anything like each other. Now, we talked earlier about number of reads versus number of writes. Generally, we have to scale reads, not writes. Writes we get very few of, reads we get a whole lot of.